Narayan. Jai Shrimad Narayan. Jai Shrimad Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Srimad Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome Lord Ram and all those that took part in the epic, the Ramayana, that are present at the ashram and that will be listening to the glory of Lord Sri Ram. But today is day 5. Day 5. And it's an interesting day. Remember, I started the spiritual revolution of the Bhagavad Gita in the middle of October 2025. And I said, I'm going to expound the Bhagavad Gita without favor or fear. I also stated that there can only be one truth. And if there are 50 Bhagavad Gitas or 50 versions of Bhagavad Gitas, then I'm going to wipe out the 49 versions and show you the one absolute version. Okay, and I said, I'm not going to do this through my mind. I'm going to do this through scripture. I'm going to validate every accusation I make. I'm going to validate with scripture everything that I do. And I also stated that I live as an Acharya within the parameters of the Bhagavad Gita itself. So nobody can find me outside the parameters of the Bhagavad Gita. And whilst living within the parameters of the Bhagavad Gita, I have the essence, the true, the proper, the authentic essence of the Bhagavad Gita in its entirety. So the word spiritual revolution started filtering through our planet Earth. It reached all parts of planet Earth, and all of a sudden, many gurus and ashrams and institutions that were in deep slumber, I smacked them with this title. And suddenly every institution from around the world got up and started doing a chapter or a verse or something from the Bhagavad Gita. To corroborate this, I asked my devotees on the very first day, in the very couple minutes of the very first discourse, to go on Google and see the activity on the Bhagavad Gita around the world. There was none. And a few weeks later, I asked them again to go on Google and check the activity of the Bhagavad Gita, and it seems that the world became alive from the Bhagavad Gita. So I planted the seed here from the Sri Narayan Dham. I activated the essence of the Bhagavad Gita around the world, and we have evidence to prove that. And similarly, I'm going to continue providing evidence as we discard false and misrepresentation of the Bhagavad Gita. So today, I was shocked that various institutions of ISKCON from around the world is celebrating Lord Ramanuj's birthday today, 23rd March. And this could have only happened after my attack on them continuously. It means they had an international meeting. Yes? Because it's not Lord Ramanuj's birthday today. They made a mistake. as they made a mistake with the Bhagavad Gita as it is, as they made a mistake with misinterpreting scriptures, they made a mistake. Lord Ramanuj's birthday is on the 22nd of April, but the Sri Narayan Dham will celebrate it on the 5th of May. So I saw over 20 birthday wishes from various branches of ISKCON from right around the world. And I responded to all the messages wherever they were in contradiction. I personally responded to all the messages wherever they were in contradiction, and nobody has responded to me. I responded on their page, on their comment section. And up till now, I think it's over 7 or 8 hours, I have no response. So they wanted to buffer the blow by Acharya Shyam Ramanuj by celebrating the life of the original Sri Ramanuj. And they fell short. And there is a reason why I've taken on this institution personally. And it started many, many years ago. Started many years ago where they spoke a lie. You see, this organization is about dreams. Spiritual science is not about dreams. When I was in Westville, I dreamt of Swami Prabhupada, and him and I had a conversation. And I told him, Swamiji, you are not here today. Who's going to write books? And he said, you'll be writing books. So I didn't run with my dream to ISKCON and start writing books and tell them Swami Prabhupada came in my dream and said I must start writing books. Lord Ramanuj did not give his explanation on the Vedas from any dream. He did not use anything that is not authentic. He used the Brahma Sūtras because the Vedas state that the Brahma Sutra is one of 3 authentic scriptures. He used the Bhagavad Gita because the Vedas state that the Bhagavad Gita is an authentic scripture. And he used the 4 Vedas because the Vedas state that the 4 Vedas are authentic scriptures. How many authentic scriptures? 3. And Lord Ramanuj only used the 3 scriptures, and he validated every explanation with 3 or 4 scriptural injunctions throughout. The Bhagavad Gita that I have in my hand today, the Brahma Sūtras, yes, the original Brahma Sūtras. This is what physicists is today learning in quantum physics. All the revelations in quantum physics today by scientists around the world is a mere drop that's in this book. Is a mere drop. Quantum physics, I'm talking about quantum physics, is in this book, the Brahma Sūtras. The quantum physics is also in all of the Upanishads. Every revelation made by scientists today is already in the Upanishads. So there is a story that Lord Ramanuj went to Jagannath Puri temple. You heard of Jagannath Puri temple? It's a famous Krishna temple. You know, there's a flag on the temple There's a flag on the temple that the wind cannot change its direction. Do you know that? Jagannath temple, there is a flag on the temple. You can go, scientists have went, everyone has went. This is why I say Sanatan Dharma is absolute. No shadow. No shadow. You can go. Take a flight tomorrow, Jessica. You and Satish Bhai. Then there is no shadow of the flag anywhere on the temple. So the flag does not follow the direction of the wind and no shadow is cast. Scientists are still baffled. Scientists are still baffled. This is Sanatan Dharma because Sanatan Dharma is the absolute science. Sanatan Dharma is the absolute science. For it to be the absolute science, it has to be structured in a way that is absolute. Yes or no? It must be structured absolute if it is the absolute science. There should be no gaps in Sanatan Dharma. Nobody should be able to pick up the Bhagavad-Gītā and tell me, Acharya ji, there's a gap in the Bhagavad-Gītā. There should be no gaps in the Bhagavad-Gītā. And I'm going to show you there is no gaps in the Bhagavad-Gītā. So there is a story by the person that started this nonsense. This nonsense. Bhakti Vinoda Thakur. Bhakti Vinoda Thakur. I want you all to go on Google. Go and see who this Bhakti Vinoda Thakur is. Because he writes in his writings, he writes there that Lord Ramanuj went to Jagannath Puri with his disciples. Yes, Lord Ramanuj went, crisscrossed India. He crisscrossed India and he won every debate like what I'm doing. Am I not winning every debate? Nobody has refuted whatever I have stated from 2013. It means I'm winning every debate. But I'm doing it on social media. Lord Ramanuj, his social media was 10 toes. And my social media is 10 fingers. I see now I'm using the thumb to scroll to. All right? So I must be really dumb to go around the world. If I can just sit here, Veer, and just scroll and just talk, and this discourse can go around the world. All right? 1,000 years ago, Lord Ramanuj did not have this technology. Today, 21st century, I have this technology and I'm making good use of this technology. Proper use, absolute use. And I'm stating that Bhakti Vinoda Thakur, he created this lie. This is a lie that Lord Ramanuj went to Jagannath Puri temple. Jagannath Puri became alive and he told Lord Ramanuj, you must go quietly to a particular place called Navadip. There you will meet me in another form, Gauranga, who eventually was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he told Lord Ramanuj, you carry on teaching and researching as you are doing, but keep this a secret, that Lord Shri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vasan, he said, keep this a secret and become my follower. On the outside, write Lord Srimad Narayan is the Supreme Lord, and on the inside, worship me. What bull? What? Bull. Trisha, what? Say loud, say loud. I want the ISKCON devotees to hear Trisha, the quietest devotee in my ashram. And I'll send them a pin location of your address, Trisha. What? Bull. Okay. And I'm going to qualify why I'm saying what? Bull. Because who's Lord Jagannath? Ultimately is Lord Sriman Narayan. Ultimately he is Lord Sri Krishna. And if this story is true, then I must throw this Bhagavad Gita away. Wasn't? If the story is true, what I must do? Throw this Bhagavad Gita, because the Bhagavad Gita and Bhakti Vinoda Thakur story in his Vani, they even write their Vani, all right? In his Vani, which you think will be true? His story or the Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita. Then I said, there must be no gaps in the Bhagavad Gita. I must take this Bhagavad Gita and smack it on the head of Bhakti Vinoda Thakur. Yes? So let's smack him on his head. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, verse 23. It is Lord Shri Krishna speaking, and he says, he who, abandoning the injunctions of the Shastras, acts under the influence of desire, attains neither perfection nor pleasure nor the supreme state. Verse 24, Lord Sri Krishna instructs, therefore let the Shastra be your authority for determining what should be done and what should not be done. Knowing what is enjoined in the injunctions of the Shastra, you should perform work here. What is he saying? These two verses. What are these two verses saying? That we need to send horse and trailers around the world and pick up all the Bhagavad Gita as it is. Then we need to find this Bhakti Vinoda Thakur and we need to dump it on his head and bury him. Yes or no? Can these two things work? What he said in his writing, that what he said in his writing, why would he bring Lord Ramanuj into their story? Why would he bring Lord Ramanuj into the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu story? Because Lord Ramanuj is the only Vaishnavite Adi Guru in the world, and the world knows that. The world knows that. So when he brought Lord Ramanuj in and said that Lord Ramanuj agreed that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna and Krishna is the Supreme Lord from which Narayan emanates. I got all the, thank you Jessica for the iPad. It's helping with my investigation. I don't have to wade through tons and tons of books. I got everything here. I got everything here. The only reason They concocted the story and linked Lord Ramanuj so that the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Leela could become authentic. Could become authentic. And I'm refuting that. I am today refuting that. And by refuting the source, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the source of ISKCON. If this was a lie, if the seed was a lie, Vasan, what the tree will be. If the seed was a lie, then the entire ISKCON tree all around the world, all its branches is a lie. Is a lie. And I was quite shocked for ISKCON to now suddenly be doing Ram Navami. ISKCON is celebrating Ram. I'm really leading this pack, Vasan. And I only started in October. And I got the international attention. I got the international attention. So they're trying, by glorifying Lord Ramanuj, they trying to deflect my attack on them. But they did me a favor, because it is my job to glorify Lord Ramanuj. You see what the enemies do all the time? They think they're attacking you, but they always uplift you. I keep telling Vasan that. Vasan, how many thousand times I told you? When your enemy is attacked, say thank you. Because later, Trisha, you got an example. Her enemy is attacked her, now she is the lead bhajan singer. Took over from the enemy. The enemy should sit and sing there. And Tisha is singing today. Trisha, sorry. Yeah, this is Sanatan Dharma. And I need to place everything in its perspective. We don't get upset because this is Kali Yuga. Now, Lord, yesterday I said there are two types of people in this world, the divine and the demoniac. Divine people will follow the scripture 100. Demoniac people will change the scripture to suit their narrative. So essentially, what am I saying? Essentially, what am I saying? You can build temples, you can build ashrams, but if you don't build from the exact knowledge, you are going to crash. You are going to crash. Now, I was a policeman. I was a policeman for 10 years. My dream was to be a commissioner. My dream was to be a general and a commissioner, because wherever you put me, I want to be the best. Sean just said he went for a parents' meeting today, and the teacher said that Shweta only wants to do her best, and she gets stressed trying to do her best. She doesn't know what is second place. And the teacher said she had to start making mistakes on the board to show that it's okay to make a mistake. Now she has two grandfathers. I don't know where she got this perfection from. All right? But I know when anything I touch, I want to be unique, I want to be different, and I want to be the best. I want to be unique, I want to be different, I want to take another route. I don't take routes common people take. My routes are different. Like I'll give you an example. I'm taking out my pavers from the driveway and I need 3,000 bricks. So because I'm unique, I said I'll use my pavers as a brick. Doesn't matter they got a design on the side. You understand? I'm unique, I'm different. Even this ashram, whatever I did here is unique and different. You're not going to see. Even our invocation is unique and different. I didn't copy it from Sri Siddhartha ashram, from Guruji's ashram. All right, so that's me. That's my granddaughter. All right. So when I was a policeman, I wanted to stay there. And I wanted to be the commissioner of police. I wanted to be a general. I wanted to have all those stars and crosses. Dana, you don't mind? Okay, Dana was a policeman as well. I don't know whether he had that thought. All right. Or he was more worried about soon as shift finish, run home to. Why? Dana said it himself. All right. Okay. I had other ambitions, Dana. But unfortunately, I didn't become a general. The police force was just to make me militant for this mission, for exposing impersonators without any fear. I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm not afraid of anyone. So, a normal citizen, Avir, if you read this Goranga story, the dream story, Lord Ramanuj was told to keep a secret that Lord Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, but you carry on writing that Lord Srimad Narayan is a supreme. What a dumb story. But you won't do anything. You might show your wife, your wife, your dad, you'll have a meeting because you all are civilians. Imagine me seeing a robbery. I won't take out a photograph, send it to my security group. I'll run, attack the robber, and try to effect an arrest. So similarly, thousands of people have already seen ISKCON for what it is. They've been writing about ISKCON for thousands of entries on Google. This is not something new that I found out. I'm not taking, I'm not the first person to have seen this fraud. But because I was a policeman, I have to bring them down. Vasan, better do all your work there quickly and make sure you get paid cash. Because any day they're going to leave and run. Any day they're going to leave and run. All right? Their time is up. Not only their time, quite a few institutions, because now it's an era for the absolute truth. When Lord Sri Ram came down, when he descended, he had to fight Asuras who were separate to establish the absolute truth. My birth here, as I said in my constitution, is to stop the confusion in Sanatan Dharma. I can't allow ISKCON to live side by side with the Sri Narayan Dham. As Mkonazi said in the Madlanga Commission, no, in the ad hoc committee with Fadil Adams, they said go in a room and shake hands And Konazi said, only one of us will come out of this room. So I also can't live side by side with ISKCON. And if somebody asks us to go into a room, only I will come out of the room. Only I will come out of the room. This is something that I have to do. Because Sanatan Dharmis are being confused. Generations from 1977, majority of the world have been misled. Right round the world has been misled. And I have to put it back into its perspective. Lord Srimad Narayan is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Krishna is the eighth avatar of Lord Srimad Narayan. Nothing and no one can change that. No dreams. No dreams. This is perfect, absolute science. Okay? So we brought that two together and we spoke of Mantara yesterday. Today I want to speak on Lord Ram's brother Lakshman. On Lord Ram's brother Lakshman. Who is Lakshman an incarnation of? Tivashni has been with me for many Ram Nomis. If I asked her this question, or if I asked this question in the first 5 years when she was with me, she would knew the answer. Sankarsana. Ram comes from Vasudeva. Lakshman comes from Sankarsana. What is the meaning of Ramanuja? Google it. Meaning of Ramanuja. So I said today I need to establish that, sorry? Yeah, so I'll go for younger brother of. So Ramanuja is who? Younger brother of Ram is who? Lakshman is who? Sankarsana is who? And Vasudeva is who? And this is why my preaching is perfect. Because it comes from the Supreme Lord in every direction. In every direction. My knowledge comes from the Supreme Lord in every direction. And this is why I say Lord's message is embedded in every atom. And I was quite pleased that one Pandit took that quote and he flighted it on social media. He made that quote on a poster by Acharya Shyam Ramanuj and he flighted it in social media. So I want you to understand scientifically. protons, neutrons, and electrons. Protons, neutrons, electrons. Then Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Then the charges: proton, positive; electron, negative; neutron, no charge. Work it out. I said the Supreme Lord's message is in every atom. And what does an atom comprise of? Protons, positive charge; neutron, no charge; electron, negative charge. You need negative charge for movement, don't you? This light, you need negative charge for this light. Then we got Lord Vishnu, positive; Brahma, creator; negative, need energy, passion; and you got Shiva, neutral, no charge. He comes for destruction. I told you Sanatana Dharma is the absolute science. Absolute science. Then I said knowledge is the essence of the Supreme Lord. What does knowledge, being the essence of the Supreme Lord, mean? That the Supreme Lord is composed of knowledge. How we are composed of cells in this body, the Supreme Lord is composed of knowledge. At creation, the Supreme Lord enters every atom. At creation, the Supreme Lord enters every atom, and he enters every living entity. And he enters every living entity. Where is that knowledge, the essence of the Supreme Lord? Where is it embedded? Throughout the universe. Yes? Who has capacity to enter an atom and change that knowledge? And this is why I can call out all the fake gurus and all the philosophies, because this knowledge of the Supreme Lord, this knowledge of the Supreme Lord cannot be altered. Do you understand? So tell me, Trisha, who has a dream so powerful it can enter the atom and change the knowledge? Trisha, tell me. I want you to be brave, Trisha. You there, you sit in the front, the world is seeing you. You are brave to sit in the front. Do you understand the Guru's gripe? Let's call it GRIPE. Who is Vishwananda, Trisha? That family is there now, by Vishwananda. Quite appropriately. Quite appropriately. They see eye to. He made his own sampradaya here. How he entered the atom and changed. the knowledge that is embedded there since creation to make his own sampradaya. How did Prabhupada and Bhakti Vinoda Thakur enter the atom and change the knowledge that is already embedded there since creation? All of you understand what my gripe is, satisfied? Because both can't be true. It's here in the Bhagavad Gita. It's here in the Bhagavad Gita. I'll find that verse tomorrow. I'll find that verse tomorrow. Remember, this is Lord Ram's week and Bhagavad Gita week, and Guru is interfacing everything meticulously. I'm giving you a meticulous, structured discourse that no one in the world can refute. I'm giving you a meticulous, scripturally structural discourse that no one in the world can refute. You understand? So let's get back to Lakshman. Who is Ramanuja? Younger brother of Lord Ram in the Ramayana. And look at this whole story. Vasan, they might attack you whilst you're on the ladder, put in an aircon. Then remember this story. Remember this story. I said Lord Ram took his birth and descended, and one of the reasons was to teach humanity how to worship the Murti of Ranga Natha, which came down from Satyalok to planet Earth. Right? Murti of Ranganatha. And if any scientist want, they can go to that Murti and take a sample of the Murti. None of the elements that's found on earth will match that Murti. That Murti is not made of the 5 elements that is found here on earth. And I'm asking NASA, I'm asking all these great scientists, please go there, take a small speck of that Murti, tell them Acharya, Shyam, Ramanuj sent you, and no element of that Murti is found on planet Earth. Now this is scientific evidence. This is not a dream. No dreaming in our system. Trisha, if you want to dream, either go to ISKCON or go to eyes. Don't come here and dream. Yeah, it's reality. Yeah, it's reality. Trisha, today is your day. Jessica said she needs a break. She said I must give my blessings to everyone. She don't want to be a favorite. All of you understand? So after Lord Ram came out of the forest, after killing Ravana, Jessica, which brother of Ravana was a devotee of Lord Ram? Who, what's his name, Cyril? you come as dad on my phone, because Avir, he took all the names from his contacts and he put it on my phone. When I'm looking for Cyril, I can't find it, then I must remember dad. Then when I'm looking for Ashmika's number, I can't find Ashmika's number, it's under wifey. See, in a Ramayana week, how many truths come out? So, dad slash Cyril, Banwari Lal. What's his name? V? How you spell it? Vibushin. Check on Google. Vibhushan. I think it's Vibhushan. Vasan, you see, I didn't buy hard the Ramayana. I'm a scientific guru. Trisha, you can see. I'm not by heart in big names here. I'm not by heart in big mantras. I'm not by heart in Sanskrit. I'm not here to impress you all with all of that. I'm here to impress you all with the absolute truth. So Lord Ram in Ayodhya, spell it? Vibhishana, all right? Lord Ram awarded the Ranganatha Murti, which is so big, to Vibhushana. I'll call him Vibhushan. To Vibhushan. And he told him to take it to Sri Lanka, where he was coronated as the king. Now, this is why I say that anything false must be rejected. Anything false must be rejected, because the Supreme Lord doesn't want hearsay. Supreme Lord doesn't want Swami Prabhupada, Bhakti Vinoda Thakura, and eyes. And Swami Vishwananda, eyes. These are people the Lord did not choose. Jessica, you're disturbing me. These are people not chosen by the Supreme Lord to do the Lord's work, because they are doing it by text torturing. When you text torture the Supreme Lord's words, aren't you hurting the Lord? Is his words not personified by him? So when you twist the Lord's words, aren't you twisting the Supreme Lord? Vasan, if I twist your arm, would you like me? You understand? So these people are they hurting the Lord by twisting his words. Are they not undermining the Supreme Lord? If Lord Shri Krishna in the Mahabharata said, I am Lord Sriman Narayan, and Swami Prabhupada is saying in Bhagavad-Gītā that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Lord, is he not text torturing the words of Shri Krishna? Is he not making Shri Krishna a liar? Is Swami Prabhupada not making Shri Krishna a liar? And you think Lord Shri Krishna will love him? And I want you to go research his death, how he died. Do you know how he died? Sean, you know how Swami Prabhupada died? There is allegations that his disciples poisoned him. There is allegations that his disciples poisoned him. Is that a way for a top guru, head of Vaishnavism to die? Do you understand? Do not play with the Supreme Lord or His words. Go Google. Go Google. This story is here for since he died or since he passed on. The story is there. I didn't find the story somewhere today and for the purpose of this discourse, but I must do justice in my discourse. So the Murti of Ranganathan was awarded to Ravana's divine brother Vibhushana so that he can take it to Sri Lanka where he is king. On his way, he passes the island of the Kaveri River. Kaveri River, and I had the opportunity to be at the Kaveri River. I took out a live Facebook. I don't know if it can be found. I didn't at that point in time see the necessity to corroborate any of my spiritual experiences. But that tall guy, Maharaj, wasn't? You know, tall guy I went to India with? He was with me. And the waves are where you are. And when I went on Facebook Live, the wave from the river carried on coming until it touched my feet. On Facebook Live. There's no editing on Facebook Live. And this is the Kaveri River. For Vaishnavites, this is the Ganga. This is the Ganga, the Kaveri River. It forks and it comes together. And this river is like the sea. If you look at it from a distance, you can't see the end, like how you standing in Blue Lagoon and looking at the sea. This is how the Kaveri River is. And Vibhushana was crossing the river, and when he went onto the center of that island, the rule was, and this is the beauty of Sanatan Dharma, everything is scientific and logical and has an explanation. The rule was, please do not put the Murti of Ranganathan down. It won't move. And Vibhushana put it down and it remained there. And if you all are lucky, all of you are lucky, this same Murti that came down from Lord Ram 2 million years ago, I will show you all next year. Around it, Sri Rangam is built. Around this Sri Ranganatha Murti, Sri Rangam is built. Is this story not beautiful? Is it not tangible? Is it not real? Is it not evidential? Can you call Lord Ram a myth? Can you call the Ramayana a myth? Do you understand? And who is the custodian of this Murti today? Ramanuja. And who is Ramanuja? Lord Ram's younger brother. And where is Lord Ram's younger brother seated today? Behind this Murti, Lord Ramanuj's body. Today, if you want to fly, Vasan, you don't believe what the Guru is saying, take a flight, go to Sri Rangam, Lord Ramanuj's 1009-year-old body is next to the Murti or behind the Murti of Sri Ranganatha. I got a photograph here. Imagine me an atheist, and then I get revealed the absolute truth. Would I accept the absolute truth emotionally, or will I accept the absolute truth scientifically and logically, Vasan? And this is how I accepted this absolute truth. And this is how and why I left a multi-million rand business to become a preacher. So Vasan can cook me fake mutton curry. When I could have bought all the abattoirs in South Africa, Vasan, because it's well worth it. It's well worth it. And I'm saying again, there is not a person or persons or organizations or institutions in the world that can prove me wrong or refute what I'm saying. How would Lord Ram's brother, who is Lord Srimad Narayan itself, if you go back, what would his explanation of the Bhagavad Gita would be? Original? If he wanted, he could have changed it, yes? There is no change in the Bhagavad Gita from the original Mahabharata. There is no change of this Bhagavad Gita from the original Mahabharata, and Lord and Ramanuja did not put one sentence or one word of his own in any of his explanations. He went to previous Acharyas. You see, my discourse, when I start, is meticulously structured, is it not? When I start my discourse, I pay obeisances to my Guru. Then I go to Lord Ramanuj. Then I go to the Purva Acharyas. Who are Purva Acharyas? All the Gurus preceding Lord Ramanuj. All the Gurus preceding Lord Ramanuj. And when Lord Ramanuj does an explanation, nothing is new. He goes backward to all the preceding Gurus until he comes to Mother Lakshmi and Lord Srimad Narayan. It is scholars that stated Lord Ramanuj founded the Sri Sampradaya. The Sri Sampradaya is eternal. It exists eternally from Lord Srimad Narayan to Mother Lakshmi. Lord Ramanuj did not found anything. Lord Ramanuj did not bring anything new. He went and he followed all the previous acharyas, like what I'm doing. I'm following the previous acharyas, a meticulous structure. And Lord Ramanuj did exactly the same, although he is Lord Srimad Narayan in his original form. He is the Supreme Lord. But the Supreme Lord did not move or alter a comma. Who is Vishwananda? Who is Prabhupada? Who is Bhakti Vinoda Thakur? When the Supreme Lord himself, in his own explanation, did not move a single comma. Do you understand? Are you understanding? And the Supreme Lord, Lord Ramanuj, he corroborated. Go into the Bhagavad Gita. There's always corroboration from the Upanishads. Because the cream of the Vedas is the Upanishads, and the cream of the Upanishads is the Bhagavad Gita. If you read the Bhagavad Gita, you don't have to read anything else. Because the cream of the Vedas is Upanishads, cream of Upanishads is Bhagavad Gita. If you read the Bhagavad Gita, you don't have to read anything else. Are you satisfied? Can Lord Ramanuj did not re-establish Sri Sampradaya? Lord Ramanuj re-established Sanatan Dharma, of which the Sri Sampradaya is the principal institution. Lord Ramanuj re-established entire Sanatan Dharma, and it is from him and his works these impersonator gurus take selected information from Lord Ramanuj's works. They take selected information and change a bit here and change a bit there and give it different understanding. So this is why the work of Lord Ramanuj is the only authentic work in Sanatan Dharma. I'm saying only. Lord Ramanuj's work is the only authentic work in Sanatan Dharma. Anyone wants to follow Sanatan Dharma, go and find the explanation by Lord Ramanuj in the Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sūtras and Vedartha Sangraha. If anyone wants to know the truth about Sanatan Dharma, you don't have to go to Veda Vyas. Veda Vyas lived 5,000 years ago. That got lost. And 1,000 years ago, Lord Ramanuj found it again and re-established it through a bona fide disciplic succession. That's why we have disciplic successions. That is why we have disciplic succession. Disciplic succession means the man that goes right up the coconut tree, man goes right on top of the coconut tree, he must pass the same coconut down to the next man, to the next man, to the next man. Which coconut he must pass? Trisha? As you come in down the tree, you know the three eyes of the coconut. Don't dig one eye out, drink some water when you're thirsty, and then pass the coconut. Then you spoilt it. You're a ISKCON or a Vishwananda. Alright? Trisha, I'm working Trisha, she might go join a former family in Vishwananda. You won't go. You'll take the guru's whackings. You sure? Okay. Because when I whack people, I see they disappear. Trisha, you won't disappear. You'll be thick-skinned like Vasan. Vasan got a lot of whacking, Trisha. One Ram Nomi, I said, Ravana just entered in a huge hall. And Vasan was walking and the camera was on Vasan. And then he grabbed my bag and he ran out of the hall. As I said it, and what you think the audience really thought. But the reason he grabbed my bag and ran out of the hall because my phone was in the bag and it was ringing. He ran out to answer it on the foyer. Hey, Trisha is happy, was? Trisha is happy. You saw how she looked at you for this whole story. She wanted to make sure you're not the real Ravana. Okay, I want to end it here. I think we consolidate we consolidated a lot of things, and I wanted to make Lord Ram happy today. I wanted to make Lord Ram happy today because I kept this story of Ramanuja for many, many years. I'm preaching from 2013. Today is the first day I brought this out because I didn't want people to think I'm emotional and I'm cuckoos. So I established the Sri Sampradaya first through logic and reason. And today I decided to go with the absolute truth and bring in spirituality. Because if anybody in the world disagrees with me, anyone in the world, ISKCON gurus, Vishwananda gurus, anyone, prove to me why Lord Ramanuj's body is still in this condition without chemicals, without embalming for 1,000 years. It's there for me to declare that he is an incarnation of Sankarsana. I can declare it. I can declare it. Is he there to prove it? Is he there to prove it? Because only God has the power to maintain a body without the body decomposing. There's a heart inside, there's a lung inside, there's an intestine inside. Yes? There's eyes there. Maybe eyes. Well, eyes took his initiation there anyway. There's ears, there's a nostril, everything is like this. Because he's Lakshman. Because he's Lakshman. Because he's the Supreme Lord. Because he's Lord Narayan. Because he's the creator. The creator can preserve anything. Yes or no? Hmm? By keeping that body there for 1,000 years, it means all his explanations is the only truth. And if there's a greater saint than him, then he should take his birth and keep his body there for 2,000 years, was? Now Vishwananda said he's an avatar. How many years you think his body? 5,000 years. Because remember, throughout Lord Ramanuj's lifetime, he made no declaration of who he really was. Remember, he got poisoned. Yeah, in the month of the Ramanujans, I'll go deep into Lord Ramanuj, the 12 Alvars, together with the Bhagavad Gita. Are you feeling satisfied? Avir? You feel good? Ashmika? You know why you can walk in and out of hospitals? Ashmika, Jessica? You know why you can have operations and come out smiling? Dana? You know why you can be a coffin dodger? Cyril? These people don't want to take the boarding pass from me. What I was doing, they don't want to come to my office. They just want to continue and continue. Okay? So enjoy the sour herbs, doll, and let's see what tomorrow has in store for you. But I'm telling you, Lord Ram is absolutely ecstatic. Jai Shriman Narayan.